Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. The text arrived at 11:47 p.m., lighting up my nightstand like a confession. Can't sleep. Still thinking about tonight. It wasn't from my wife. It was from him. I stared at the screen, my heart pounding so loud I thought it would wake her. My wife, Lena, was asleep beside me, her back turned, the soft rhythm of her breathing steady and innocent. I told myself it meant nothing. I'd been telling myself that for months. But something about that sentence felt like a hand closing around my throat. Lena had always laughed off my concerns about her best guy friend, Mark. "You're being jealous," she'd say, smiling like it was cute. "We've known each other forever." And because I loved her, because I trusted her, I brushed it off. I didn't want to be that husband, the controlling one, the insecure one. Still, the signs piled up quietly. Missed call. She returned from the bathroom. Her phone face down on the table when it used to be left anywhere. A new habit of running errands that took longer than they should. When I asked, she had explanations ready, smooth and practiced. I questioned myself before I ever questioned her. Mark became a regular topic. His problems, his jokes, his advice. She'd say his name with a familiarity that felt intimate, like an inside joke I wasn't part of. When I mentioned it made me uncomfortable, she rolled her eyes. "You're imagining things," she said. "He's just a friend." So I swallowed it. Over and over. That night after the text, I picked up her phone while she slept. My hands were shaking. I hated myself for it, and hated myself more for needing to know. I told myself I'd stop if there was nothing there. There was something there. Not explicit. Not undeniable. Just close. Too close. Late-night messages. Compliments wrapped in concern. Inside jokes I didn't understand. A thread of intimacy woven through casual words. My chest burned as I scrolled, each message tightening the knot. I put the phone down and lay awake, staring at the ceiling until morning. At breakfast, I watched her laugh at something on her screen. "Mark?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. She hesitated. "Just a beat." "Yeah." Something in me hardened. "I need you to set boundaries," I said. "This isn't okay for me anymore." She sighed, annoyed. "So what, you're giving me rules now?" "No," I said quietly. "I'm telling you where my line is." She stared at me like she didn't recognize me. Maybe she didn't. I hadn't drawn lines before. That night, she didn't come home until late. Said they grabbed coffee to talk things out. When she kissed me, her lips were cold, distant. I remembered our first apartment. Our wedding day. The way she used to reach for my hand without thinking. Now every memory felt like it had a crack running through it. The truth came by accident. A notification popped up while she was in the shower. I wished tonight hadn't ended. I wanted to say more. I didn't yell. I didn't throw things. I sat on the edge of the bed, numb, when she walked out and saw her phone in my hand. Her face collapsed. That was the moment I knew. "It didn't start like this," she said, tears spilling. "I didn't mean for it to go there." "But it did," I said. My voice sounded far away. She tried to explain loneliness, feeling unseen, how harmless it felt at first. I listened because I wanted to understand. Because love doesn't disappear just because it's wounded. But something had changed in me. Trust, once broken, doesn't shatter loudly. It erodes. Quietly. I told her I needed space. That the line I drew wasn't negotiable. She cried. I cried later, alone, remembering the life I thought we were building. In the end, there was no dramatic exit. Just suitcases by the door and a long, quiet goodbye. I told her I hoped she found whatever she'd been looking for. I hoped I would too. Some nights the memories still ache. But I'm learning something important. Love without respect isn't love that lasts. And drawing a line doesn't make you cruel. Sometimes it's the only way to save yourself.